the playoff machine for week 15. A little decode here. Baltimore Ravens, Philadelphia Eagles pick up the win. New England, we have that. Let's start out with a few other games before we get to the really big ones of that night. We got Houston winning, New York winning. And now on to the big ones. Chicago Bears going to pick up the upset over the Green Bay Packers. Their season's going to be alive. The Minnesota Vikings are going to lose to the Chargers. For the St. Louis Rams and the Dallas Cowboys, this is an interesting proposition because the Rams will probably end up being the Dallas Cowboys. There'll be another team with a winning record that will defeat the hapless Cowboys. And so we have New England, we'll cover the bad games. I get it. San Francisco knocks the Rams out of the playoffs. We have a hypothetical scenario where Eli Manning can end up being the difference maker. So Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Dallas Cowboys. Here, Cleveland Browns picking up a win. The playoff picture being really interesting. Matt Nagy getting a win against his former team, the Kansas City Chiefs. And then, for the Bears fans rooting for the Packers to help them out, Green Bay's going to knock off Minnesota. And then the real fun for Week 17, once we get through the meaningless games. Now, I think this is a scenario where the Cleveland Browns going to get him with some help. They didn't get that help last year. They did not get that help at all. And so this is what we're talking about. Is that the Steelers-Ravens, right? Baltimore wins. They help out the Browns. The Browns didn't help out the Steelers last year. The Ravens are going to help out the Browns. We have a Baltimore connection with that. Dallas pick up the win. And then Eagles lose to the Giants. Dallas Cowboys are in the playoffs at 7-9 before facing off against the 49ers. And so we go to the interesting games here. The Tennessee and Kansas City, they're interesting prepositions. And I'm liking how Cleveland, I'm liking how that playoff seeding is faring now. Here's the interesting stuff with the NFC. Is that the Seahawks are going to beat the 49ers. The Seahawks are going to beat San Francisco, as I've said. Before we get to that game, we have to put the Seahawks being the Cardinals for that week. So Seahawks can beat the 49ers, right? The Seahawks are going to destroy the 49ers at home. The 49ers are going to have a really big loss. Cardinals used to be from Chicago. They help out the Bears. They knock them. They knock the living shit out of the Rams. Then the Rams are going to finish in last place next year because the Cardinals and the Seahawks are going to face off for the division next year. It's going to be between the two scramblers, Russell Wilson and his hair, which is Kyler Murray. And then the Cardinals being from Chicago, they help out the Bears. The Bears beat the Vikings. They're in the playoffs at 10-6. This has been completely confirmed to happen.